live here today. The video editor that I normally use for editing my videos was not cooperating with me, so rather than prolong everything, I thought that I would go ahead and just do this live. So this is Miss Kelly from Ross Draver Public Library for Craft Day. And I also wanted to add that anything you do, anything you watch virtually during the Summer Reading Challenge can be used to earn badges if you complete the project on Beanstack, which you can download either through our webpage or Facebook to earn badges, which at the end could ultimately have you win prizes, and you'll be able to see what those prizes are. You'll get tickets for everything that you've completed. So let's move on to the craft. So what today we will be doing is this really cute, it's a bobblehead bee and a beehive and a tree trunk and leaves, just to show you what you'll be creating. And the bee is free floating, so I will show you how to do all of that. So let's begin. Now you'll need blue paper or white paper for the background of your bee project, or cardboard, whatever you so choose to use. You'll need white paper, yellow paper, black paper, green, and brown. I have an oval for the center of the beehive, the circle for the bee's face, the body we will be putting stripes on with a black strip of paper that I have cut out of a full sheet of paper, so it's the portrait side of the 11.5 or however big your paper is, whether you're using construction paper or whatever you're using. Anyway, a strip, you can just cut that freehand. 2 teardrop looking white pieces of paper, which will actually be the wings for the bee, as you see on here. The circle for the face. We have a black pencil and a white pencil here somewhere on my desk, which will be the inner circle of the bee's eyes and the pupils, and of course the mouth. You can draw that on. If you have a chalk pen, you can use a chalk pen, or you have a crayon, you can use a crayon, whatever you so choose to use. And I will show you how to make the spring type effect on the back to make your bee free floating. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take your bubble wrap, as I said in the instructions earlier this week. Make sure that your bubble wrap is not, your bubbles aren't already popped, or you're not going to get the same effect on the beehive as you would like. Now, I was lucky enough to have a darker shade of yellow paint and a lighter shade. If you don't have a darker shade of yellow, you can certainly add a little bit of orange paint to your yellow paint to get that sort of effect. Or you could leave it all yellow, whatever you so choose. So the first thing you want to do is take your paint and start to dab it on your bubbles. And you can add different effects by adding lighter shades of yellow. And then when you turn it around, you can start to stamp on your beehive to give the effect of the cone effect, like a real beehive has. If you put enough on, you can complete the entire beehive in one quick sweep. If not, add some more paint. And again, start to add your... When you're happy with the way that looks, for the time being, just put it aside, because now you're going to start working on the body of the bee. That gives that time to dry. Okay, so now my glue sticks were all dry this morning, so I just put some Elmer's glue inside of my little paint palette right here and a paintbrush, which I actually like better when using Elmer's glue, because as we all know, it sometimes comes out in a big glob. So what you simply want to do is paint a strip down the body of the bee with your glue, whichever glue you're using, and then take your black strip of paper that you've cut out, and you're going to start to make the stripes of the body of the bee. And anything that's left over, you can simply cut it off the edges. And we'll simply move quickly down the body of the bee. We'll put a couple stripes here to make this work quickly. Okay. All right, so again, you take your strip of paper, anything extra, simply cut it off, like so. Again, you can use as many stripes or as little stripes as you want. I will probably use 4. Okay, I'll paint another stripe here. Like so. Cut that off. Okay, so now you have the body of the bee, which is completed. Now, before you add the head, you're going to want to take your white pencil, and excuse me a minute while I try to find my white pencil. It is MIA. All right, so let's see. Through the magic of video. Oh, look, there it is. All right, so there's white and there's black in the center for the pupil, and then you draw the mouth. Okay, now you are ready to add your bee face, head, move all this stuff out of the way, to your body. But before you do that, that extra piece of paper that you have left over from the stripes should have enough left over that you cut that in half, and this will be for the antennae. Antennas, you know what I mean. And what you want to do is just roll one side of it up to give a curl effect, like so. Now I got paint on mine, so don't pay any attention to that. And your next one, going to roll it like so. So you have sort of a curled effect like that. And then just take a little bit of glue, put it on the other end of your antenna like this, because this is going to go to the back of, go in the back of the head of the bee. Okay, so you have one on there. You can make them as long or as short as you want. Mine seem to be a little bit long, but I'm okay with that. And the same thing with the next one. Like so. Need to roll this one up a little bit more. Okay, so now his antennae are on there. Now you're ready to glue him to his body. So just put a little bit of glue on the front of the bee. Make sure the stinger's in the back. And add your head to your bee, like so. Okay, now you're ready to add your wings. So one wing will go in the back. So just put a little bit of glue on one end of the teardrop, the pointy part of the teardrop. There's one wing there. And here's another one. And you can also, you can make sure that you put it on the back for this one because it's going on the front of the bee. Okay, and there is. Okay, so now you are ready to attach your oval, the entrance to your beehive. Put some glue on there, add that. Oops, got some black on there. Now you're ready to do your tree trunk. Now you have your brown paper, and as you see on here like this, I basically tore it. So you take one end of your brown paper and you tear it so that it starts to go up the paper. I tear both sides so that it's not such a straight line. So as you see, I'm tearing it. Okay, so now I have my trunk. Now I'm ready to take my blue paper. Ooh, gotta move quickly here. Battery's low. Okay, so internal memory. Now we're going to put our trunk piece on. You don't want to put it up really low. You don't want to put it up really high because remember, you're adding leaves. So now you're ready to add some paint to add your trunk, like so. Now you're ready to add your leaves. I'm using 3 leaves. You can use as many as you want. As you see, I tore this off of another project so that I could complete this. Okay, so now I'm adding my next leaf, and my 3rd leaf. You put it however you want. Make sure that you have it glued down nicely once you position it where you want it. Now you're ready to put your beehive on. Your beehive will look as though it is connected to the branch. So add your glue. Like so, attach it. Now you're ready to add your bee. But before you add your bee, you have to make something that looks like this. So you have 2 strips of paper, like so. You're going to want to tape one on top of the other so that you have kind of a square effect. Once you do that, you're going to cross one over the top, cross the other over the top, and back again, over the top, over the top, over the top, over the top. Take a look at it and see how high you want it to go. I think I'll go one more. Now you're ready to cut this edge off, cut this edge off. Now you have that spring-like effect, which will give your bee the vision, that the idea that it is floating. So pick a spot on your page to put your bee. I choose right here. You attach your square spring. Now you're going to add a little bit more glue to the top of this square and add your bee the way you would like it to be. Once you do that, I better move him. He seems a little floppy. Okay, once you do that, make sure you secure everything and don't get glue on everything like I did. Make sure everything is secure. And of course, when you have this little bit of extra brown hanging off the edge, you'll want to trim that. And this, my friends, is your completed floating bee on your beehive. And I think it's just adorable. Okay, so thank you for hanging in there with me. Remember that the summer reading program has started. It is all virtual. Make sure you check it out on Facebook or on our webpage. It's on Beanstack. You can also find out how to do it on your phone. There's an application for that. Anything that you do on the library's webpage or on the Facebook page, you can document in Beanstack. You earn badges. Those badges are then able to be turned in to get tickets to win prizes, and you'll be able to see what those tickets are. Yet this year's program ranges from ages 2 to 90. So adults, make sure you participate in this as well, because there's some great prizes at the end of that. So thank you again for your support. We are having curbside pickup and drop off for books. Check that out on our webpage. And thank you for hanging in with us. And again, thank you for your support. Bye.